touch the floor. Okay, how many things? 5. The feet should be on the ground, okay? And then the hands. We need to touch the palm of the hand on the floor, okay? So feet, hand, forehead also need to touch the floor, okay? And then the elbows should also touch the floor. And then the knees, okay? So 5 things, do you remember what they are?
Knees,
Feet, okay? Hand, forehead, elbows, and the knees, okay? So I will show you how to pay respect, okay? Okay, so when you pay respect, when you put down your hand, when your palms touch the floor, your palms should be little apart so that your forehead also touches on the floor, okay? So please pay respect. Please bow down 3 times. Okay. Okay, now I will tell you how to meditate. When you meditate, you can sit cross-legged, okay? So we choose the position how you can sit for at least an hour comfortably. Okay, when you cross your legs, you put the legs parallel so that one leg is not pressing the other. Okay? If one of your leg is pressing the other, it will soon bring pain, so you cannot sit for an hour in that position. So keep the feet parallel. Okay, and also your upper body must be straight. Your upper body must be straight on the floor, like perpendicular to the floor, 90 degrees to the floor. Your upper body must be straight, 90 degrees to the floor. And your hands, your right hand on your left, with the thumbs touching. Your right hand on your left with your thumbs touching. And also keep the head straight. So keep your body not too stiff, not too relaxed. Keep it normal with your upper body upright, 90 degrees to the floor. Close the eyes and breathe normally. Do not try to hasten your breath. Do not try to make your breath fast, or do not try to make your breath slow. Keep it normal. Breathe normally. When you breathe in, your belly, abdomen rises. So please keep your mind on the abdomen. When your abdomen rises, give a soft mental note as rising. When the abdomen falls, keep your mind on the abdomen and make a mental note falling. Do not say it aloud, just keep the mental noting, rising, falling. Please keep your body still. Please focus your mind on the abdomen. Breathe normally. When the abdomen rises, note it as rising. When the abdomen falls, note it as falling. If you have problem noticing the rising and falling of the abdomen, you can put your palm on the abdomen and note the rising, falling. If you have problem noticing the rising, falling, you can put your palm on the abdomen and note the rising and the falling. As you know the rising and falling, when the mind is thinking, note it as thinking, thinking. When the thinking stops, come back to the rising and falling. When you feel pain in your leg or some other part of the body, when the pain is obvious, focus your mind on the pain, note it as pain, pain, pain. When the pain goes away, come back to rising, falling. Okay, please open your eyes and sit comfortably. Could you note rising, falling? So, when you do your sitting meditation, you're advised to keep your right hand on the left with your thumbs touching. But if you have problem noticing the rising, falling, you can put your palm on the abdomen and note the rising and falling. Can you feel it? Breathe normally. Can you feel it? So when you put your palm on the abdomen, you can feel the rising, falling, right? So you just breathe normally and note rising, falling. So when you do your sitting meditation, you can put your hand on the abdomen to feel the rising, falling, okay? So while you are noting rising, falling, does the mind always stay on it? No. What happens? The mind goes away. Got it? Wanders around, okay? So when you notice your mind wandering, note it as wandering. And when the wandering stops, come back to the rising and falling. And when you feel pain somewhere in the body, focus your mind on the pain, note it as pain. And when the pain stops, come back to rising, falling. So rising, falling is the primary object, the main object. You know the rising, falling. And if other objects arise, such as thinking, when you notice the thinking, note it as thinking. When the thinking stops, come back to rising and falling. When you feel itchiness in the body, focus your mind on the itchiness, note it as itchy, and then come back to rising and falling. Okay? So, when you note rising, falling, when the mind is totally on the rising, falling, is there any greed that arises? No. Is there any anger that arises? No. So when this greed, anger does not arise, is the mind pure or impure? Pure. Is it wholesome or unwholesome? Wholesome. So by noting rising, falling, when the mind is totally on it, there is no greed, no anger. So the mind is pure. So we gain the purity of the mind the moment we are being mindful. So that is the immediate benefit we get. Our mind becomes pure by noting rising, falling. So also when you note other objects such as pain, note the pain. When you note the pain, you note it not to get rid of it, but just to understand the pain. Observe it as it is, noting it as pain. And when you note the pain, you might notice whether it is the heat pain or stiff pain, tense pain. Just note it as it is, pain. It might intensify, it might get more, it might get less, just note it as it is. And when it disappears, come back to rising and falling. So in the sitting meditation, you observe the object as it is. You don't try to alter anything, just be mindful of it as it is. Okay? So when you go home also, when you have time, you can do rising, falling. Also when you go to bed, before you sleep, when you lie down in bed, you can do rising, falling. You can put your hand on the abdomen, noting rising, falling, until you fall asleep. Okay? How many of you promise that you will do it? Okay. So every day you put some time for meditation. You do some meditation every day. And also before you go to sleep, when you lie down in bed, you can also do rising, falling, rising, falling. Okay? So it is very awesome to do this meditation. And when you do meditate, what is our final goal? It is Nibbana. Okay? Any question?
So we will have the same meditation section next Saturday, 3 to 5. Okay. Next Saturday.
Any question? Oh, wait. You cannot strike the gong yet. We'll do some nidda.
Nidda. Questions? Anybody have a questions? For meditation? You will do it at home, yeah?
Probably getting tired. So
when you feel angry, you have to meditate immediately. Okay?
While you are sitting also, when you are doing your sitting meditation, if you want to get up, you have to notice also wanting to get up. Then go back to rising, falling. If you feel angry, note angry. Then go back to rising, falling. If you feel hungry also, note it, hungry. Go back to rising, falling. If you are wanting pizza, then wanting. Then go back to rising, falling. Do you understand? Yes. Now you know how to meditate. Any question? Okay, so we pray to the Buddha before we finish our session, okay? Please repeat after me. Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya
Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya
Odam Pusemi Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya
Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya
Dhammam Pusemi Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya
Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya
Tanggam Pusemi Ada Imaya Patipataya Zara Maranama Primosaitama Idano Ponyan Atwakaya Vahan Hodu Idano Ponyan Magapala Jnanata Pisayo Hodu Imano Punya-bagan Tabatadana Basima Tabitata Imam Punya-bagan Dabitwa Tukita Bawantu Tadu Okay, you bow down 3 times to the Buddha.
So okay. So now